Hello, everyone. You are welcome to the Let's Talk Business Sustainability webinar series. My name, as always, is TC Okore. I'm a launch and sales funnel strategist. I'm also an online business manager to women entrepreneurs. So we are currently streaming live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So if you've seen me or you're watching me, you're catching the replay in any of these channels, just hashtag replay, right? But if you're watching me right now live, let me know where you are streaming this from. What channel is it on? YouTube? Is it on Facebook? Is it on LinkedIn? Let me know in the comments. I'll definitely see your comment here. But thank you so much for joining this webinar series. Well, something happened last week and it was cancelled. But thankfully, I'm well, I'm healthy, and I can't wait to let you in on what I have for you today. So I've had questions about live launches. If you're on LinkedIn, I'm sure you actually you were a part of the LinkedIn audio, right? Where myself and Erin, we're talking about live launches. Do you have to? And if you do, what do you need to put in place? We had just had conversations around live launches. Hey, Jasmine, happy Wednesday. We had conversations around life launches, but today, because of all of the questions I've been getting, I'm like, hey, why don't I just come here and talk about the element your life launch funnel needs to work. I would always say this: just because you have a sales page or a landing page or a website doesn't necessarily mean that you have a funnel. Okay, you're not ready, right? That's not a criteria for being ready, right? You want to, as much as possible, have these four elements, all seated pretty, ready to get the work done for you to say, okay, you know what, I am ready to live launch. Now, live launching is different from, okay, you know what? Sometimes people um, have these misconceptions between your life launch and your evergreen launch, your life launch funnel and your evergreen funnel. Now, they're two different things entirely. Okay, I'm not talking about the evergreen funnel. I'm going to be breaking down your life launch funnel. Now, usually your life launch funnel, maybe it's usually like a new offer, right? A new service, a new product. Even if it's not new, like 100% new, you're tweaking a couple of things and just making it feel brand new for your audience. Hence, right, you want to be able to see your audience responses, you want to be able to get their feedbacks, you want to be able to understand the experience and also figure out, right, there are two basic reasons why people life launch or why I love life launches, like I mentioned in the audio room, right, the last time. One, for data. Okay, one, for data. Two, as much as possible, you want to be able to get that social proof. You want to get people to do the work, right, live. You want to get people to take action live. You want to be able to get those results, those feedbacks, all of these things live. For me, it helps me, figure out, if it helps me figure out what stage basically my audience are, like in the different stages in their purchasing journey. Hey, Miss Phyllis, good morning. They're different stages, right? And so it helps you understand the people you're literally doing all of these things for, right? As much as you get to sell, you also get this data, you get to know them more, they get to know you more. So it's a win-win, right? Now, after you're done with this life launch, you're able to get, feedbacks, you're able to figure out, what, I think I love this offer, or I love this product, or I love this service. Now I can set it on autopilot, hence your evergreen funnel, right? So I would always say, if you're looking out to building that passive income, life launch first that particular offer, get your social proof, right, before you're able to set it up as an evergreen funnel, because your evergreen funnel thrives, right? It thrives from social proof. It thrives in social proof. You get your result. People take action. because of all of the, things they hear from other people, all of the data you've been able to put together from this aspect. Now, for your life launch, right, it literally is fueled up by your engaged audience. So you see the difference, okay? So you can decide at what stage you're in, what kind of funnel you want to build for yourself. Okay. Today I'm just going to break it down. Very simple. So you're able to figure out what exactly you need. Now, it's important that you have no omission, like you're not omitting any of this element. It's compulsory. These four elements are put in place if you want to life launch successfully, right? Most important, an engaged audience. Like I told you, your life launch thrives. It literally feeds on your engaged audience. People waiting, ready, willing to take action. That's what it thrives on. So if you're a new business or you've been in business for like maybe 6 months and you have like maybe a new product, you've created your offer, you're like, you know what, I need to push this out. You know what, I want to launch. I'm ready to launch. And sure, don't let anyone deceive you. If you don't have an engaged audience, now this engaged audience doesn't necessarily have to be yours personally. You can leverage on other people's audiences as long as you've already done the work. You show up consistently. They know you. You know them. You know what they want. They know who you are. They are willing and ready to take action. They are like excited, right? Then you can leverage on it. There's really no one part to say, oh no, this is the way I do it, and this is the way they say. No, right? You want as much as possible tap into all of the opportunities that are staring you at your face. So if you don't have your own audience, you can leverage on other people's audience to life launch. Okay, that's the beauty of life launching. Okay, you can leverage on other people's audience to life launch. However, right, whether yours or indirectly, remember you need an engaged audience, an audience excited, all happy to get in the loop of what you have going on. Do not, like I said earlier, if you don't have this, please don't launch yet. Okay, work on your audience, work on your awareness, work on your presence. Let people know, like, and trust you before you push it out to them. All right, this is very important. So after this, what next? Now I have the audience TC. What do I do next? Now you want to be able to design your landing page. I would always say make it simple. So I love them graphics, them design and all of that, but be sure to know who your audience is, who your ideal client is. Be sure to understand who you are personally, who your ideal client is before you overdo things. I tell you, too much of everything is bad. Right now, you can have a perfectly designed landing page, but the messaging is nothing. Like, it's not communicating anything. Now, that can be a big problem, right? So I think I have to have, maybe next week I'm going to be talking about the landing pages, the sales pages, so you know what exactly is what you need to put in place to ensure that it converts. Aside from design, the design is just like one out of the many piece. The messaging, the structure of your messaging is key, right? When it comes down to your landing pages, that's why I always say your landing pages, your website, your sales page is not your sales funnel. It's not your funnel, right? It's just the host that carries your offer, right? Because people need to click someone, people need to check what you have going on, even when you're not there. So that's basically what that is about, right? So you need it, but it's not like it's your funnel, right? However, you want to, as much as possible, ensure that your messaging is clearly communicated, well executed within your landing page. Let it be clear as possible. Your call to action clear, the transformation you're providing, especially if you're a service provider, let it be clear. Now, if you're an e-commerce business and you're like, I have my product pages and all of that, your description, your product description, what is doing, right? Who it has helped, okay? You want to be able to communicate clearly what you need them to do afterwards. Like what else, TC? After now, I'm looking at your landing page. What do I do next? Make sure that the call to action in your landing page is clear. Nothing too much grammar, or no, don't do that. Right? If you're really sure that you want to live launch with ease and successfully. Okay. Now you have your engaged audience, you have them all waiting for you. Now you have your landing page. I'm always very usually I know you would say, TC, is my offer not supposed to come from my landing page? Okay, yeah, that's true. However, sometimes we do not understand that just because you have a product, you have a service, doesn't necessarily mean that you have an offer, right? And for your funnel, you want to be able to diversify your offers just so you're able to meet all of these people where they are. You see, the trick about live launching is that it's beautiful. And then for example, now maybe I decided to launch my maybe workshop, for example, right? And I'm talking about, so this month's workshop is about lead generation funnel, right? And I'm like, hey, I start talking about lead generation funnel. Now I'm talking about it. Remember, I actually am talking about the workshop, but it doesn't mean that certain people that are ready, for done for you services, obviously they're seeing it and like, oh, okay, she does lead generation system, she does lead generation funnel. I need my lead generation funnel done, right? And so they can reach out to me to say, you know what, TC, I don't want the workshop, right? I just want somebody that will do it for me. Or I don't want the workshop, I just want a one-on-one training, right? The workshop I might not be able to attend, or I might not be able to maybe I might not be open enough to maybe speak about what I'm working on, and so I want that one-on-one with you. Now, these are different people where they are the same goal, right? But in different forms. Now, does TC have what it takes to attend to these people at their different stages in their purchasing journey with me? Yes. Now that's what you need to do. Okay, you don't want to say, hey, because I'm launching a webinar, like that's all. What happens to everybody else interested in the same thing but in different ways? You want to be ready. Okay, you want to be able to meet people where they are. That's the beauty of life launching, right? So have your offer suit, have your offer vault. Make sure that while you are live launching, think about, obviously you should have done your research about the people in your space, right? Now you want to be able to figure out, okay, you know what, if these people are coming from this angle, what, just in case, what do I say? Like, what if they ask for this? Do I have what it takes to get this? You make so much money from live launching. It might be so much work, right? But you make your money, right? Because then you start getting all of these people popping in, because you're marketing, you're pushing out, you're talking to people, more people get to know you, your awareness keep going on, especially on that particular subject matter, right? So you want to stay prepared. It's not like your evergreen funnel, right? You want to stay prepared, right? Hence the need for you to have that irresistible offer suit, right? So you're able to meet all of these people where they are. And like I said earlier, within your landing page, ensure that it is well communicated what the transformation is, right? If you've tested it, obviously you should, right? What the solution, what people are saying, and all of that, right? It should be properly communicated, and what next step you want them to take. Remember, your landing page, your sales page, right, is a power of one, right? The funnel is a power of one. Do not try to act smart, save cost by selling two different offers during your live launch, right? So just because I say diversify your offers, I'm not saying sell two different offers. It's a different thing entirely, right? So make sure that your landing page, right, is focused on one goal, one offer, right? I shouldn't be talking about my workshop and I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about something else within the same timeline, right? Or the same space. Okay, so you want as much as possible avoid that. Now, the third element, like literally, if you don't have it, go fix it. Go have it now. Because if you're going to live launch, remember you're marketing, you're putting in the work, you're collaborating, you're partnering, right? That's why so many people run away from live launches because you need to put in the work, right? Now, putting in the work doesn't also, just because I say put in the work, doesn't mean that you have to do things manually. You're going to get stressed out. And at the end of the day, where you need to show up, you find yourself not showing up there, right? Hence the need for you to automate your marketing campaign. So, what if TC says, obviously, I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm an entrepreneur, right? So, I am my first client, right? So, now what if somebody comes to me and, like, you know what, TC, I want to do a lead generation funnel. So that's what the workshop is going to be about, right? And I want to do a lead generation funnel. However, I'm not available now. I would love to get on a call with you. Now, what happens to that person afterwards? Now, even the people that get to plug into my workshop, right? What happens to them? Ending, right? I need to keep building that momentum, that excitement, right? Because it is taking them somewhere. I'm not just going to, take them to the stream and not help them drink the water, right? That's my job, right? I'm going to take you to the stream. I'm going to help you drink the water. I'm going to help you drink the water. Now, if you don't know how to, I'm literally going to take it from you, right? And help you do it. Okay. Now, how am I able to do that? Right? Now, put yourself in that position. You're not able to do it because you're human all by yourself. It's not possible. If you need to be everywhere marketing as much as you need to market, because life launching is not easy. You need to keep marketing, right? Because you want to keep staying top of mind. Okay. So now if you're going to do that, what does that mean? So much work. And so you can't stay on your screen, oh, I'm going to write this email manually, I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. No, right? You want to be very smart with your marketing campaign. Okay, depending on the timeline, you want to be able to have a plan, you want to be able to automate your marketing campaigns, at least get all those, your emails, your social media, automated, right? If you need to outsource it, you know, get it out of the way so that you are refreshed, confident enough to show up for your offer, to show up for your audience, right? Because even if you're so good, but you're so stressed out, you might not be able to deliver as much as you are meant to deliver. Remember, it's a live launch, right? And so if you're a service provider, for example, whoa, you would need to show up to be able to sell it, right? If you're an e-commerce business, well, you can always have a way around it. That's not to say you wouldn't show up, but we can always have a way around it, right? So you want as much as possible pay attention to these four elements, right? To these four elements so that you are able to, as much as possible, hit your sales goal. Now, you're not only hitting your sales goal, you will be gathering for yourself informed data, social proof, because you see people start talking about it. You're able to get people's feedbacks. You're able to figure out where they are. That's when you start getting people say, "Oh no, TC, I don't think what I need right now is the workshop. No, I don't want to do it on my own. I want you to do it with me, or I want you to do it, for me." Right? And then you're able to know that, okay, you know what? Now I know where this category of people are. This is what I need to do. Right? So you want to put yourself in this space and understand that once you have these four elements all in place, you're good to go. Trust me, you would have an amazing and successful launch. Even if you're selling maybe a live event, your workshop, your webinars, you have maybe your challenge, your whatever you're selling, you literally sell out on it. Okay, so let me know if you have any question. I can see the comment, right? So let me know if you have any questions. I'm just talking. This is, oh my gosh, what is, okay, so just give me in a simple, clear term, right? One sentence. How do you feel? Why do you feel it's overwhelming? I can see your comment. Tell me why you feel it's overwhelming. What part of it, what elements, which of the elements is overwhelming? Is it you working on the, the consistency, the marketing, or the showing up, or is you creating the offer, or it's you automating your marketing campaign or the landing page? What part is overwhelming? Okay. All right. So even if you can't respond here, I understand. You can always send me a message on LinkedIn, right? You can DM me on LinkedIn. You can DM me on let me see. Almost all of it. Okay, almost all of it. So now this is what we're gonna do. Okay. Yeah, just send me a message on Facebook, right? I see you're viewing this from Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook. Let's have a chat. Like I said, right? Use most times, right? It could be overwhelming, but it's worth it. Now, for you to be able to navigate through that, all you need, right, is to outsource. Like, there's nowhere else, right? You need to be able to outsource it to the people that are able to do it, or right, you can take it one step at a time. Now, some people have a timeline. Some people are able to do it within a shorter timeline. So you want to be able to plan it based on your own activity. If you have a 9 to 5, for example, you want to be able to plan around it. Okay, you want to work with what you can work with, right? So that you're able to take it slow. Okay, if you want to do it yourself. However, if you have the budget to get people, to do it for you, then you can work with, depending on what you're working on, and just go on with the timeline and the plan. But yes, I'm happy to. I want to show up a concerned about the life being. I want to show up a concerned about the life being as clear, precise, and understandable. Okay, now that is gearing towards the that is gearing towards the first element, right? I'm building the know, like, and trust factor. Okay, yes, I totally understand you, and I'm definitely going to get on a call with you, so that we can talk this over. Okay, but I'm happy that this has actually made you understand what needs to be in place, and you're able to say, okay, you know what, this is where I'm having problems, right? Or not, rather problems. This is where I need help, right? And yes, absolutely, I would love to chat with you on this. But like I said, there is it's nothing to worry about. You just need to figure out, hey, how can I do this? Because you need to do it. I always advise people to life launch, every now and then, right? So that you can get data, right? Because the more you life launch, the more, it's better for your business. Builds that um, it builds that trust, right? And then, even if you want to run ads on your evergreen funnel, it makes so much sense for you, right? You're able to get your ROI, right? Skyrocket your ROI with your ads, right? So you want to take it this space first before going into all them ads, right? So just so that you're not only saving money, but you're working smart. right? Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to get on a call with you. Um, nothing to stress out, right? Yeah, it's achievable. It can happen, right? So thank you so much, Jasmine. Thank you, Miss Phyllis. Thank you, everyone, for um watching the replay, right? If you're watching the replay, let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, if you need me to time in on something as to maybe what you're working on, but to do other platforms, but butterflies in my stomach. I understand. I totally do. I did for a year in my Facebook group, but to do other platforms puts butterflies in my stomach. Yeah, I totally understand. Right. I totally understand. And it does happen, right? It does happen. You just want to be able to figure out the right way to navigate through all of this. Okay. So yeah, I see where the glitch is, right, in the first element. Now, once you're able to figure out the first element, which is getting yourself an engaged audience, like I said, right, you necessarily do not need to start with your own. You can leverage on other people's community, other people's audience to life launch. And then use that is getting comfortable, right, in building your own community. Okay, so there's always a way around this, right? You just want to be able to figure this out and start leveraging it. And like I always say, the earlier you start, the better, because there's really no perfect time to start. There's no perfect time to start. And so the earlier you start, you know, the better. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I really do appreciate the participation. Miss Phyllis, I'm going to get on a call with you. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, everyone watching the replay. Let me know if you have any question. You can always plug in the question in the comment, right? I'm happy to take it up even after this live. You're welcome, even after this live. And if you're not able to drop your comment, that's okay. I always get people reach out to me in the DMs after the live. Okay, so you can always plug in. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is TC as always, a launch and sales funnel strategist. I'm also an online business manager, helping you create a consistent income and impact using systems, funnels, and automation. Look out for my workshop, right? For May workshop. It's what we're going to be doing is building your own funnel, right? So this is not me just teaching you. We're going to be building your funnel together, your lead generation funnel, right? Together, because that is one particular funnel every entrepreneur needs. Like if you don't have any other thing, you need a lead generation funnel. And that's basically what we're going to be building step by step, no theory, all practical. So that's what we're going to be doing for this month's workshop. So look out for it for the details. I find the marketing part a little overwhelming. Yeah, because that's really where the work is. Once you're able to trust me, showing up consistently is huge, right? And so you want to be able to understand how to do it without feeling overwhelmed, right? I totally understand you. You need a plan, you need a strategy that fits you, right? I would always say, I really don't care what every other person in my niche is doing. What I care about is what I am doing and how my audience is keen into what I have going on. And so I show up, in my best space where I feel comfortable, right? Where I'm able to do the things that I love to do, how I love to do it, and still pushing out my message, right? You can do it. You can do that also. Jasmine, let me know if you want us to have a chat. It's no, how do you say it again? No commitment, okay? It's just let's have a chat about it. You can always send me a DM and I'll be happy to have a chat with you about this. Okay, so I said look out for the lead generation funnel details. It's going to be uh, coming out tomorrow. So take advantage of it. And that's it for me today. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is TC as always, and you are with me on this week's episode of Let's Talk Business Sustainability webinar series. Thank you so much, everyone, once again. And I hope you had an amazing time with me because I did. I always love it here. Okay, so have a lovely Wednesday. Bye, everyone.